Hey guys, backpack review time. This was a long time coming because this has been my main hiking backpack for just over 2 years now, the Durston Gear Kakwa 40. And part of the reason that I was drawn to this pack was actually the fact that the guy who designs these, Dan Durston, is a great example of the kind of person that makes the ultralight community online such a special place. I've seen him be part of so many discussions about gear. Very insightful, helpful, and open to suggestions. When people talk about online creators, they usually talk about people, I guess, like myself, who just make content, whatever that is. But I especially like it when the internet gives you a direct line to the real creators, people who actually make something tangible. So, great guy, great products, also generally not too expensive, especially the tents, which I think represent great value for money. If it weren't for import taxes, I think you would see a lot more of them here in Europe. But back to the pack. It is constructed with Ultra 200 fabric, a great balance between durability and weight, coming in at a very respectable 795 grams or 28 ounces. The fabric has a bit of a metallic woven look to it. If you look really closely, more structured than Dyneema, a bit coarser than your average polyester backpack. Despite the weight, probably the most robust and durable looking backpack I've owned. The fabric itself is waterproof, but the seams are not. I always use a Nylofume pack liner just in case, but honestly I haven't run into any situation where it felt like the seams were about to betray me. Famous last words. The Kakwa 40, unsurprisingly, is a 40-liter pack. There is also a 55-liter version if you prefer to bring the kitchen sink. For me, 40 liters is kind of the sweet spot for multi-day hikes. If you pack everything very tightly, including enough water, you're hauling around 15 to 16 kilograms. It's around 35 pounds. And that is really on the high end of what I would still describe as fun. What this pack does really well, and one of the main reasons that I got it, is to transfer the weight to your hips. There is a U-shaped aluminum frame inside. I know that some ultralight manufacturers like to just skip the frame altogether, but personally, the further the trail takes me from my 20s, the more I appreciate keeping my shoulders and spine happy. The main compartment, as always with these ultralight packs, is essentially a tube, a fairly narrow tube in this case, since this is a tall and slim design. The front mesh pocket is okay. It's not the biggest and not especially stretchy, so that is one limitation. The side pockets, though, are great. They're asymmetrical, with one a bit lower and angled for easy water bottle access, and the other taller for extra storage. There's also a zippered pocket that you can reach while hiking, which I mostly use as a trash pocket. Works well, pretty versatile too. The hip belt pockets do the job, but I understand they got an upgrade in the newest version of the Kakwa, making them slightly larger, and that does seem like a good call. I'm also a big fan of shoulder strap pockets, super happy to see them here. These sit fairly high up and are great for phones, sunglasses, or just to counterbalance your camera if you carry one on the other strap. This ended up being a shorter review than I intended to make, but I think that actually says something. The Kakwa 40 is one of those products that doesn't get in your way. It just lets you focus on other things. A good pack makes things feel lighter, and that is exactly what this one does for me. The fabric inspires a lot of confidence. The pockets are thoughtfully laid out, and even better now, I understand, with the updated version. Water's easy to get to. The ergonomics are great overall. At $250, I think this is excellent value. If you're outside of the US or Canada, you will need to factor in some extra costs. I ended up paying 360 euros all included, which stings slightly less when you divide it by all the miles I've put on it. If I were in the same boat today, I would maybe also consider Decathlon's new 250 euro ultralight backpack. But no regrets. The Kakwa 40 looks like it's going to serve me for a long time, and it does so very, very well. Thanks for watching, and see you around.